Motorcycles account for just 3% of vehicles on the road, but riders face a 28 times higher risk of fatal crashes compared to car drivers. But most of what new riders fear isn't what actually gets them hurt. Today, we're breaking down the 7 biggest motorcycle fears you shouldn't lose sleep over, and more importantly, how smart riding turns fear into total control. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Dropping or stalling at slow speeds. Beginners often worry about dropping the bike when stopping or going very slowly. Most bike drops happen at learning speeds and usually cause only minor scratches. Motorcycles have a low center of gravity, so once moving steadily, they balance themselves. With practice, you'll learn to use the clutch and rear brake to creep forward smoothly without stalling. Low speed balance is a skill new riders build quickly. Bikes will rarely tip over if you keep a foot down and move very slowly. Many bikes even have combined ABS traction control to prevent wheel lockups at low speed. You can ride slowly in circles or figure 8 patterns in an empty parking lot until you control speed confidently. When stopping, turn your handlebars slightly to one side and set a foot down to stabilize. A light squeeze of the rear brake lets you inch forward smoothly without juggling the clutch. With these exercises, slow riding becomes second nature. Number 2. Leaning into corners or turns. This is exactly how motorcycles turn safely. When you gently push the handlebar to start a lean, the bike's geometry and gravity naturally keep it on course. Cornering is actually where most bike accidents happen due to rider error, not because turns are inherently unsafe. With proper technique, cornering becomes second nature. Keep your chin up and look at the far exit of the curve. This guides the bike automatically. Also, modern bikes often have lean-sensitive ABS that helps maintain grip even when leaned over. Keep your eyes focused on the turn exit. The bike will follow your line of sight. Relax your body, grip the tank with your knees, and lean into the turn with the motorcycle. Don't tense up or fight the lean. Number 3. Riding on wet, slippery, or loose surfaces. When roads are slick, the key is to ride slower and smoother. Only small twists of the throttle and gentle braking keep the tires gripping. Traction control systems on many bikes will intervene if the rear wheel starts to slip. Most riding happens on dry pavement, and crashes on heavy rain are a small fraction of the total. With simple adjustments, you can handle slick surfaces, avoid sudden inputs, keep the bike more upright, and give extra stopping distance. Reduce your speed before encountering wet or loose patches. Roll on the throttle gently and brake lightly to avoid wheel spin. If you see gravel, painted lines, or puddles, try to go through them as straight as possible at low speed. Only lean slightly if needed. On wet roads, leave much more space behind other vehicles. This gives you extra time to react without harsh braking. Number 4. Hard braking or locking wheels. Motorcycles do have powerful front brakes, so a sudden grab can feel scary. The good news is that modern bikes mostly eliminate this worry. With ABS, you can apply full brake pressure in an emergency, and the system will prevent a skid by modulating the brake force. This means panic stops are much safer. If your bike doesn't have ABS, simply brake in a straight line and practice how much pressure to use. The front brake does most of the work, so squeeze the front lever smoothly. Add a bit of rear brake for stability. Cover both controls with your fingers and foot so you can use them together. Find an empty road to do quick stop drills. You'll feel how ABS pulses, if present, or how the bike behaves. In a heavy stop, sit back and grip the tank with your knees. This prevents you from going over the bars if you must brake very hard. Number 5. High speeds and highway riding. Hitting highway speeds can feel intimidating for beginners. You might worry about keeping up with traffic or controlling a powerful bike. Many first bikes are mid-size cruisers or standards, 300-600cc, that are more than capable of highway speed, and studies show riders on these bikes have much lower fatal crash rates than on racing-style bikes. The trick is to ride to your comfort level and prepare yourself for speed. Start in slower lanes and cruise at a pace you're comfortable with, often 60-70 miles per hour. Many bikes offer selectable power modes to soften the throttle response. With time, highway riding becomes routine. Use the on-ramp to accelerate up to traffic speed before merging. Don't hesitate or swerve abruptly. match speed and blend in. Stay in the middle or right lane, where traffic tends to be a bit slower. This gives you more space and visibility than the fast left lane. Number 6. Other vehicles and road hazards. A common fear is that a car will pull out in front of you or crash into you. In fact, statistics show that most motorcycle car collisions involve the other driver's error. You can't control other drivers, but you can ride defensively to avoid them. Defensive riding and visibility reduce risk enormously. Always assume drivers might not see you. Wear bright gear or use reflective tape and keep your headlight on at all times. By being proactive and visible, you give yourself a much bigger safety margin. Always ride where drivers can see you. Don't stay in blind spots and keep a bike length back from cars so they can spot you in their mirrors. Left turn accidents are very common. Even if you have the right of way, approach turns with caution and watch carefully for turning vehicles. Number 7. Feeling inexperienced or not ready. This is normal. Every expert was once a beginner. The best way to overcome it is through training and practice. Professional rider courses, like those from the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, are a huge help. They teach exact techniques for braking, turning, and hazard avoidance, and have been shown to dramatically improve rider control. Improvement comes quickly with consistent riding. After a few months of riding regularly, most new riders feel a lot more confident. So, you should take a riding course because a formal course under expert instruction will boost your skills faster than anything else. Don't try everything at once. Master one thing, like smooth clutch control, before moving to the next, like shifting gears. Celebrate each achievement. If possible, join a beginner rider or ride with a more experienced friend. Watching how others handle situations can be very educational. All these fears are common, but they can be overcome. The combination of smart technique, proper gear, modern technology, and training shifts the odds in your favor. Over time, your skill and confidence will grow, and these fears will disappear.